Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel once again. I am Robert Storms as always. Uh so Mark Anthony, nice for you to show your colors, buddy. Yeah. All I got really to say about that, Mark Anthony, is you can kiss my ass. You can kiss my ass. You can kiss my ass. Whoa, why is it not working? Hold on a second. Hello? Yeah. Danny, you're back.
What's up, bro?
Thought I lost you there for a second. Well, I'm trying to fix my thing. Hello. Oh, hello. Why? I have no idea. Hello.
Hello. Okay, I was wondering where that was.
Was okay. I was wondering where it was. Um, but this Mark Anthony guy, he's a fucking dickhead. He's like, "Fuck you, Rob. I hope you get fucking coronavirus." Well, I hope you get fucking something. I don't know. You go fuck yourself, sweet and sour chicken ass motherfucker. What's up, Danny? I thought I lost you for a second there, man. I was like, man, I can't hold on. I gotta go. But welcome
Yeah,
back.
we good.
All right. Oh man.
I got as close as I could get. So
Oh, so how's everything going? I figured we just chat, talk, do a little Q&A. I'm tired. I didn't want to come up with no topics today. I'm being lazy.
yeah, I was on one earlier today with Terrence. We talked about the last episodes of Black Lightning. And,
I put on because I told you that I always wait for the shows to get put on Netflix and then I binge them. Well, I started watching the first episode of Arrow from this season.
mhm.
I gotta be honest with you, dude. I'm not liking it.
Why?
He's on a different Earth, man. He starts off on a fucking different Earth.
He's trying. The monitor is trying to prepare him for crisis. So he's jumping. He's gonna be jumping around.
Oh, I don't like that though, man. If they were gonna do that, they should have just ended the series last year. It would have been better. I don't like the fact that he's jumping around and preparing for Christ. I don't know. Maybe I got to get used to it.
Yeah, watch it. Watch.
It's only
To
10
me,
episodes.
man. Yeah, the 10th episode. And it man for me. So I think you like the potential what they could do with that would be awesome.
Hey, send Terrence a link so he can jump in here if he wants to jump in here. I got his number. I'm too lazy to text him. Plus, I can't send him the link on the phone. I suck. But hold on, Terrence. We're bringing you in, buddy. We're bringing you in. How's everybody in the chat doing? I know Nindroid messaged me, asked me if we were gonna stream tonight. I said yes, and I haven't seen him. Hey, what's up, Sleps? How you doing, buddy? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, come here. How you doing, man? Why is Mitty still hiding underneath the bed? Tutu.
What's send him the link, so he should be joining here. If he's gonna join.
All right, cool.
But man, well, I know you don't have a lot of time, but my daughter put me on Ragnarok. It's a different story of Thor.
Yeah.
Kind of like how they did a different version of the Joker.
Yeah.
I thought it was very interesting. It was 6 episodes, 45 minutes.
25 minutes?
45.
Oh fuck!
Six 45-minute episodes. And in fact, I binged it last night. I started at about 11.
Uh-huh.
I didn't get to bed till about 5. Watched it straight through. Then what hurt me too was time went up. So let me get done probably about 3:34. I got about 4:35 because the time went up. So
Yeah.
Already signed a season 2, so down to season 2. It's pretty interesting.
If it was 25 minutes, I would try to watch a couple episodes today. I don't know. Maybe next time I go over to Nikki's house, we got Terrence here. I'll try to. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
How
What's
you-
up, bro?
Yep.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're not really doing much. We're just gonna kind of shoot the shift for a little while.
I was on a stream earlier today, Robert. Do you think now that Mandalorian and I think you might have you and Adam might have done this, but I'm not certain. Now that Mandalorian and Clone Wars seem to be successful, you think that's enough of an indicator that Star Wars is going to get back on the right track, or do you have hope because of those two shows, or are you still kind of?
Well, if you want me to be honest with you, I didn't too much care for the new episode of Clone Wars.
What?
Yeah, it's just. But I've always been that way with the Clone Wars. I always thought Rebels was way better than the Clone Wars. You know, the Clone Wars is like very slow paced. You know, but I think Star Wars is good on Disney Plus. It's the movies that's having the problems. It's like, how the fuck they gonna come out in a book and say that fucking Palpatine's son was a damn clone? That doesn't even make no goddamn sense in any form. It's like, we all seen the movie. Did that motherfucker look like a young Palpatine in any fucking way at all?
No. Wasn't he? No. When's what? You said the book is out now? I understand you said that.
No, well, they gave the book out at a convention. The book doesn't get released until March 17th, so it gets released.
I am ready to read that book.
But they keep. Hey, is there any way you pull your mic up a little close? You're breaking in and out.
Me?
Yeah,
better.
Yeah, it's better. But the thing is, they're putting all this shit in the books, but like the average person ain't gonna fucking read that goddamn book. It's like, Terrence, can I ask you a question? When you saw Rise of Skywalker, did that motherfucker look like a Palpatine clone to you?
Nope, definitely not.
So like, what if they were gonna go through all this cloning bullshit? Why didn't they just say Rey was a clone like everybody theorized? Like, why are you gonna sit there and say that she is the daughter of a cloned Palpatine? It doesn't even make no goddamn sense. Just hear me talk about it, I want to slap myself in the face.
Robert. For some reason, when I was watching Rise of Skywalker in the theater, the movie started, and it started with me having a smile. I think that was, mostly due to the music. And then after about 10 minutes, I started having very unfortunate thoughts about what might happen to the person next to me, because my brain was so confused and irritated by the material that I didn't know what to do with my life. So
Oh, that's understandable, because me and Adam were basically doing the same thing when we went to go see it. We were like, oh, we got a super chat coming in. I wasn't expecting super chats right away, but awesome sauce coming in from Darkside Doshi. We should have got a movie with Luke training Leia and use DH tech through the whole movie like they did with Samuel L. Jackson and Captain Marvel. Well, the problem is Carrie Fisher's dead, so they kind of can't do that. The only reason why they were able to do it in this movie is because her daughter, did the scene with Mark Hamill, and they just kind of like CGI'd her face. You can't do that for an entire movie without the actress. She eventually does have to talk, So,
Right.
yeah, and they don't need to show all that stuff. I don't need all that to be in the movie, I just need a movie to make sense. That's what I need. I don't need them to hold my hand. Just fucking make sense. If his son was a clone, then they should have just said, yeah, your father was a clone of Palpatine. You are a Palpatine. No, they said grandfather. Your grandfather is Palpatine. I'm sorry, that does not indicate a fucking clone, okay? At all.
Let me ask this question. Had you not hear any of this, would you have thought better of the movie? Because it seems like the more information you're hearing is kind of lowering your overall score. Because I kind of sort of remember that you kind of liked it after your initial one of your reviews. You were like, "It's not the worst you've seen, but it's definitely not the best." Kind of.
It's not the worst movie I've ever seen. I definitely think it's the worst Star Wars movie I've ever seen.
So you put this above Solo?
No, Solo's better than this.
Oh, yeah.
At least Solo made sense. Like the script was good, the writing was good, the cinematography was good. You didn't learn extra shit. It wasn't like we found out that Han was a clone in the book. You know?
Thank you, Robert. Like that's perfectly said, because when I was watching Solo, I was like, you know what? I didn't ask for this, but I'm okay with this. I had a good time. With Rise of Skywalker, I walked away like, so you mean to tell me I had a 2-hour movie where shit didn't make no sense, and then when we got near the end of the movie, the shit that was happening, I'm like, I don't know anything about Star Wars lore anymore because of this movie. I know nothing.
Yeah.
And I hated that movie. I'm like, this movie is trash. It almost made me mad because they were treating me like I was stupid.
Yeah.
And I've seen Star Wars stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm not an expert on all the EU stuff and everything, but you made me feel as though all those movies that I've seen don't matter nothing about nothing. This is like making up new stuff entirely.
Yeah. Now, and also to give Solo credit, which I never thought I would live in a world where I gave Solo credit, but like even the dumb stuff in Solo, when they're like, "What's your last name?" I don't have a last name. Then you're Han Solo. At least they put that in the movie. It wasn't like we found out 5 months later in a book. Oh yeah, Empire gave him the last name Solo. That's what they're doing with Rise of Skywalker. Rise of Skywalker was already a bad movie that didn't make sense, and they're making it worse by trying to fix it in a book. But they're just making. You ever had like when you make a stain on a carpet and you're trying to clean up the carpet, but all you're doing is making the stain worse? That's what they're doing with Rise of Skywalker.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Could it be possible that they're just
dumb?
Pulling the fans' legs, and the book is really going to be not going to have all this stuff that y'all talking about? I mean,
the book's already out. They gave the books away at a convention. People have been reading it.
I didn't know that.
Okay, Danny. Robert's right about what he's saying about that, but I was just going to say, even if that weren't the case, the movie is still the movie, and I still don't like it, even without additional information.
Yeah, because just what Terrence has said, I don't like the movie anyway. It's just with all this new information, it's just making me hate the movie more. There's never a scenario where I'm gonna like this movie. It's just I can't like this movie.
I can understand that.
I mean, I tried. I went and saw it a few times, and each time I just hated it more and more. It just the movie itself just didn't make any sense. Now, if they would have set some shit up, like at the end of like if they would have hinted to Palpatine a little more at Force Awakens, and maybe at the end of Last Jedi, you remember at the end of Avengers where we saw the cameo of Thanos at the end? If they would have done something like that with the Emperor, then it was like, okay, we're setting shit up. They didn't set anything up. And the stuff they did set up, J.J. Abrams went back and said, you know what? Fuck that. These are my action figures. I'm making my movie. And none of it connected to any fucking thing.
That's right. That's exactly what I thought. I thought when I was watching the movie, none of this harkers back to The Force Awakens or The Last Jedi. This just seems to be he was in a room with a couple of other guys, and they're like, hey, you know what would be cool, Bob? What? And then they just, do something random. Let's just have Darth Sidious come back. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Oh, let's have Rey and them teleport the lightsabers. Huh? That would be pretty cool. She could just be all the Jedi. That'd be pretty. It just seemed like a bunch of random, incoherent ideas just to get a reaction from people, and it served nothing from a narrative purpose. Like it didn't match up to anything.
Yeah, and like I said, say what you want about The Last Jedi. At least it was a coherent story, and they should have just had the final film be Kylo Ren being the Supreme Leader, like they should have done the way Rian Johnson set it up. And maybe if you want to bring Palpatine back, let Kylo go on a mission. Don't start the movie with fucking Palpatine already back, because that's already not believable.
Right. Especially, I'm like, that goes again, Robert and Danny, back to what I was saying about them treating me and everyone else like we're stupid. I'm like, first of all, Darth Vader tossed his ass off a balcony and he was getting electrocuted the whole time while that was happening. I'm like, okay, if that didn't kill him, when he hit the bottom of that vent, it exploded. And if that didn't kill him, when the Death Star exploded, he should have been dust. I'm like, how did all this happen?
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, and I follow what you're saying, but it's the same thing like when old boy cut Darth Maul in half. We thought he was dead. At least I did when I first saw it.
Well, he wasn't blown up, ran over by a dumpster.
Yeah,
that's true, Danny. I did think Darth Maul was dead, but like, even though I didn't see the cartoons where they give him more backstory and stuff like that, when it was explained to me by my friends, I was like, oh, okay, like that makes sense. I would have never thought of that. But with Palpatine, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, because no matter how many times I break it down, it seems like each time when I thought he was dead, it became further solidified by shit blowing up and shit exploding when he lands.
Well,
how do you survive that?
I'm going to play devil's advocate, and Robert, I think, may agree with me. That casual fan probably didn't know, but if you read some of the books, it always talked about how Palpatine explored clones and was able to transfer his essence and stuff. So until I start reading the books, and I first saw him being tossed down that tunnel, I was like, yeah, he's dead. But then once I read the book, it kind of gave me a better understanding, that maybe he's not dead, because he always says the dark side leads to unnatural things, all this kind of crap. And it was my understanding that he had mastered or was tinkering with the process of transferring his essence to another body or something. So I will kind of play devil's advocate on that.
Well,
and correct me if I'm wrong, Robert, but that's what I was.
No, because you're absolutely right on that scenario. Because the thing is, Darth Maul didn't die. Darth Maul survived. Palpatine did die. The Palpatine in Rise of Skywalker is not Palpatine; it's a clone of Palpatine. So when he fell down the shaft and got blown up, he really died. He even said that in the movie. He's like, "Yes, I died once," and then he's like, "But the pathways, abilities, dark side, whatever nonsense he says."
Yeah.
But the problem is, the book proves that he is a clone in Rise of Skywalker. The problem is, they never explain it in the movie. You have one white guy standing in the corner going, yeah, cloning, Sith magic, crazy shit. That's all he says. That doesn't tell us as the viewers that he's a clone. People are like, so did he survive? Did he become a clone?
Yeah, that's right.
And then it seemed like he had some kind of life support system, which would make you think that he did survive and he needed that stuff to live. So it was kind of confusing, like you said.
But here's my perspective. I'm like, look, I can respect any sort of Star Wars book. There's like a trillion of them, and I know some of them are quality, some of them may not be. That's pretty much with almost anything. But the thing is, for most individuals like myself, that where the movies come out, boom, The Mandalorian, boom, and I'll definitely get to the cartoons, especially that I become more aware of how much it gives you. Like, that's fine, but for the movies, there is something called good writing where you set stuff up. You need to introduce us to this kind of stuff, especially if you're going to take from a book. With me not being aware, you need to explain these things like, the Palpatine may be coming back. It looks like he's been working on something. And then when you do that, it will be a smooth transition instead of feeling very forced and awkward and desperate to try to get a rise.
That's like making a Harry or not like okay, remember the Hunger Game movies? Can you imagine if they did the Hunger Game movies but never explain what the fuck the Hunger Games were? They're like, yeah, we're making these random people are gonna kill themselves. They don't explain why they're doing it, why it's that. That's what they were doing in Rise of Skywalker.
That's a very good example.
Let me get to the super chat real quick. Darkside Doshi says Lucasfilm made the biggest mistake not hiring Jon Favreau to direct and write the whole new trilogy. He could have done with Star Wars what he did with the MCU. Well, the thing is, Jon Favreau couldn't done that because at the time he was already working on
Endgame and Infinity War.
Yeah, well, no, he was doing Jungle Book. Jon Favreau was, but the thing was, hiring J.J. Abrams wasn't a bad idea because Force Awakens I enjoyed. The problem was when they didn't have a plan for the entire trilogy, and then they brought in someone else that did their own thing, and then J.J. came back and just fucking rewrote everything that was done in 8. You know, because now when you watch, like, I can't wait for Rise of Skywalker to come out on digital. I believe it comes out digitally this week. I'm gonna get it because I can't wait to watch this right after Last Jedi because I love how Last Jedi Kylo's like, let the past die, kill it if you have to, but in Rise of Skywalker it's all about the Vader shit and Palpatine shit again. He destroys his helmet, but then Rise of Skywalker he's fucking gluing the shit back together again. It's like it doesn't make any goddamn sense to the previous movie.
That's right. That kind of irritated me the whole time because with Force Awakens and Last Jedi, I enjoyed them, but I still had a lot of issues with both. But that's the difference. I enjoyed them. The Rise of Skywalker, I didn't enjoy at all. And it was like, look, you said let the past die, but somehow you have all these older characters, and it seems like you're only bringing them back just to kill them off. That's the impression that I got. Like, why did you bring Palpatine back except to make Rey look even more hacked than she already is? I'm like, this character just be doing stuff. I mean, I like the Rey character, but it doesn't change the fact that she's just hacked. Like, I don't feel anything for her emotionally in the way that like Luke, Han, Leia, essentially anyone else you want to name. Like, it just, I don't have that. I don't feel anything for Rey or Poe or Kylo or none of them. Like, it just, I don't.
Well, let me ask you a question. This movie is so incoherent, so stupid, so idiotic, so crazy, so disoriented, whatever adjective you can use to describe it. What does it say that it still made over $1 billion? What does it say about
Star Wars is still a big name?
It's still Star Wars. There's an inherent curiosity. Like you want to see what happens with Star Wars.
There's so many reasons why it still made $1 billion. One, like Terrence said, it's a Star Wars movie. It came out in December. There wasn't a whole lot of competition. Two, it's the final chapter of the trilogy and the entire saga, so people want to go see how it ends. There's another group of people that wants to go see how bad it's going to be. So there was curiosity from both sides. But if you go back and look at Force Awakens, the number was here. Last Jedi went lower, and then Rise of Skywalker went lower. So and Transformers is an awful movie. Go look at the first three. Look at any of the Transformers movies besides Bumblebee. All those movies fucking suck. Majority of them made $1 billion. You know? So
I mean, out of that whole franchise, Robert, I think the two that I give props to would be Bumblebee, like you said, and then the first Transformers. Like, for me, after the first one, it started going downhill because with the first one, there was enjoyment, and I thought, you know, this is going to get better with the sequels. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. We got another super chat coming in from Matt1306. He says Spawn Mortal Kombat 11 trailer is out, and Mortal Kombat SR Red Band is out. What the fuck is SR? Scorpion.
Scorpion release?
Let me look on YouTube.
What's that cartoon that Scorpion supposed to be doing? Scorpion's Revenge, ain't it?
Oh, right. That person might be talking about the animated movie, maybe.
Yeah, it's right here. Come on, we'll do a trailer reaction to it real quick. I'll put it up on there for everybody. Share screen. It's Red Band too, so just letting you guys know it's gonna be
violent.
Hopefully. All right, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
All right.
Harumi! Harumi! Enough! Stop this! You first.
Oh,
Generation, there is a tournament. Why would I fight for you? Because he will be in attendance. I can send you
Yup.
Hanzo. He's dead. Call me Scorpion. Let Mortal Kombat begin. I will win this tournament.
Yo,
You gonna keep crying like a bitch or fight like a man?
oh,
Eat me, Buttercup. You are the only hope left for Ralph.
Emperor Shan wins the 10th Mortal Kombat tournament.
Then you all die. Holy shit. We're not trying to catch us.
yo,
Goro,
we're all gonna fucking bitch up.
yo.
finish him. Mortal Kombat Legends: Scorpion's Revenge
This thing better not go straight to video.
on digital and Blu-ray.
Yo,
That looks like the same animation for Black Samurai.
hey, Robert. The only thing I was thinking the whole time was finish him. Like
Yeah.
that's amazing, man.
That's a fucking good ass.
When does that come on Blu-ray?
I
Damn,
don't know. I've been looking up the release date. I cannot find the release date anywhere for that thing.
I'm ready to buy that now.
It's probably maybe a couple months off. Because if it were near, they would have given us a release date. But maybe it might be the scenario because it is from Warner Brothers, so maybe it might
Dude,
appear
Warner Brothers,
digitally first.
they kick ass with their fucking animated stuff, man.
Yep.
They,
I'm ready
they-
to see that. And was it Red Sun?
Yeah.
I'm ready to see that
Yeah,
too.
Red Sun was dope. Like I read that and like that adaptation. I'm like, now this is what I was picturing in my head.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Darkside Doja came in with another super chat. Frozen 2 made more than Rise of Skywalker. C3PO, best part of the Rise of Skywalker. I thought C3, okay, he was fine, but I thought he got annoying fast anyway. You know? I don't know. I'm tired of Rise of Skywalker. I'm more excited about this fucking Mortal Kombat animated movie.
Yep.
Yep, I agree. That looked pretty. That's looked pretty awesome just now, buddy.
I hope
I just hope the movie does well. God,
that's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping the new movie is similar to this animated movie.
I hope they will push it back. I hope they will push it back.
I'm telling both of you right now, I have a really good feeling. Like just you wait. Like right now we got, just little nitbits of information, like an actor here, an actress there. But when we get that trailer and we see them in the full get-ups with all the special effects, I think
And they need to do
we're all gonna
that.
have something good to say.
They need to do the actual change, not that stupid bird creature, whatever it was that came out of his hand in the other one. I didn't like that. I want to see that
Fear.
in Scorpion, how that thing came out of his hand.
I like.
But it technically kind of, it wasn't a chain, but it acted in the same way of the chain, so I was kind of forgiving of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Like
it kind of had a mind of its own. It was chomping it. I want to see
Right.
that on that commercial just now, how that chain went through his skull and then it showed how the skull is being fractured.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
I feel you, Danny, but you know what though? Like when I was a kid, when I saw that it looked like, as you said, it had a mind of its own.
Yeah.
Honestly, that kind of was more intimidating to me. It was like, oh shit.
Because everywhere Johnny Cage tried to go, that fucking thing was there.
Right. And it was just a setup. It was like kind of blinking and then it slowly came out of his palm. I'm like, it's time to leave, Robert. Like
I remember I can't remember how old I was, but I was young. I was probably like 5th grade or something, 5th or 6th grade. And I I remember my friend's brother brought us to go see it on opening night. And when Scorpion did that thing in the boat and the thing came out and went, "Brah!" Dude, people lost their fucking mind.
Yep.
People lost their shit because
Yep.
we've never seen anything like that before. You know,
Right. Right.
the only thing we had was the Mario Brother movie. We all know how that turned out.
Yeah, I only like
Wish
I
they could
like
write
the
it.
opening. The opening was nice because it had the theme song, but that was about it.
Yeah.
I think that Shang Tsung on, like we was talking earlier, Terrence, on Conquest.
Yeah.
Right now, Conquest is the champ. If they can do it, that use that same Shang Tsung, because his powers on there were pretty dope, and Quan Chi. So if they can do that, kind of steal some of those ideas and effects. They'll be on point.
Robert, you have to see Conquest, if nothing more than to compare it to the Mortal Kombat movies that you've seen, and then also kind of use it as a reference to this newer one, because man, if nothing else, I think that the fighting is entertaining enough. If you don't like it,
I want to watch it, but I have to find like an HD version of it. I don't want to watch like, you know, when it's really bad resolution, you can't really see what the fuck's going on.
That would be
you
worth.
can buy it. They actually
that'd be worth
a
you going
couple
on
years ago, they
Amazon
put
and
them on
buying
there.
it.
Well, let me check.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah, you can buy it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would buy that from Amazon. As soon as
Yeah,
I
that's
see it.
I want to say like maybe 8 years ago when I was trying to buy it, they didn't have it available, and then by the time I had like downloaded the episodes and put them onto disc myself, like maybe a year later, then that's when they're like on the complete series, and I was like,
I bet you, because I'm going to MegaCon next month, and there's this one guy that goes there every year, and he has like all the television series on Blu-ray and DVD. I bet you $100 he'll have it.
You'll probably have it.
nice. Yeah, dude.
And if he does, I'll buy it and send a picture to both you guys. Like, look, I got it.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you want to watch it in the best quality you can, because
Yeah.
like I said, like the fighting is good. I like the different layers, and
Yeah,
I've never
women.
seen the guy that played what was his name?
That's
Who's a
it.
good guy? Yeah, that's it.
Kung Lao.
Yeah, the guy that played Kung Lao. I never see him play anything else.
I would have to think on that one. Not off the top of my head, I can't think of anything else.
He was hell with that hat in that first fight, boy.
Oh yeah, Robert, when you got to tell me your reaction when you see Kung Lao when he comes out with that hat, Robert. Man, that should look sick.
How many episodes is this?
22.
22.
Yeah, about 22.
Yeah, I can get the DVDs for $20. So next week,
was it 30 minutes or an hour? I think it was 30 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, no. Without the commercials, it would be anywhere from 42 to 45 minutes.
Yeah,
a piece. So an hour on television, basically.
Yeah, it was the best Mortal Kombat I've seen yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna next pay. I get paid next week. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna order it because I hear you guys talking about it. So I wanna.
Yeah, I definitely want to know. I want to know your opinions on Kung Lao, Robert, and then of course what you think about the fighting, and then who your favorite characters are, and then really I want to hear what you think about the Lin Kuei. The Lin Kuei with Sub-Zero is off the hook, Robert. So.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious. You guys piqued my interest in it. I never even knew this show existed. So
I like that version of Raiden too.
Yeah. Raiden was dope. I like Shao Kahn too. Like, I mean, there's
supposed to take place before the first movie, right?
Yeah. There's two things, Robert. Like the fans say that it takes place before the first movie, but officially it says that it takes place before the first video game. So yeah, it's a little weird, but
David Quinn asked me if I'm planning on buying Resident Evil 3. I already got it pre-ordered, guys. Oh shit, what's going on?
Oh, before I forget, Danny, so who was your favorite character on Conquest?
Daddy might went to the bathroom.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. But yeah, Robert, I think you'll get a kick out of it. I will be surprised if you say that, you just hated everything. Like there's got to be something in there that you like.
No, I'm pretty easy going with that stuff, man. Like I'll know it's like I'll go into it knowing that it's gonna be like dated, so I'm not gonna hold that against it. As long as it's entertaining, I'm gonna be fine. As long as it doesn't treat me like I'm fucking stupid. That's what I don't like.
Danny, I was asking, who's your favorite character on Conquest? Like your top two?
I like Shao Kahn, not Shao Kahn, but Shang Tsung. I like his character, and probably Raiden.
Okay.
Because Shang Tsung, it was very how he was punished for losing the 10th one. And he put him in that mine. Then if you remember, that mine had some kind of minerals in it that was weakening his powers and stuff. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember. Like, man, I don't know if I could tell you my top two because it's hard. Like, I guess it would be Kung Lao, and then I would say I probably would go with Quan Chi. So Kung Lao and Quan Chi, and I'm still like,
Yeah, Quan Chi was pretty cold in that movie, boy. He was cold.
Does he look like Quan Chi?
yes. Yeah.
Each character looked just like the game.
And the dude that's from Mortal Kombat 4, Raiko, the guy that kind of looks like Robin, sort of mixed with like the ninjas.
Yeah,
he was in it a little bit, Robert. But like when I saw him, I'm like, oh shit, that's Raiko from Mortal Kombat 4.
Hey, remember the one that he could split up? He like a shadow, Noob Saibot.
Noob Saibot.
Oh, Noob Saibot's in there.
Yeah,
man, he was cool, man. Like he had one body that looked like the regular, and then the other one was all black.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, the fight scenes are on point. I don't know what company or they use, but it was a lot of martial artists in that movie, and it looked good.
Yeah, absolutely. Like with Mortal Kombat Annihilation, it was very sloppy in the sense that you did have a lot of characters and the story wasn't really coherent. But in the sake of the Conquest show, you have a lot of characters, but they're balanced in a way to where you don't have any instances, in my opinion, where they step on each other's toes and this one's stealing the shine from this one. They're all there for very specific reasons.
The weakest character was that girl.
Oh, Taja.
That's the one I want to see the most about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Robert. I hear you. Like Taja is definitely nice to look at, and she's a thief, and I would open my front door, steal all the stuff you want, Taja.
I'm gonna tell you sexy in that too. What was the one that was working for Shao Kahn? I mean for Shang Tsung?
Oh,
Jade.
Yeah.
Jade was sexy in there, boy.
Yeah, them women, Robert, man, they got some fine ass women in that show. I was like, damn. Even like the chick that be bringing in the bread and stuff for the fighters. I'm like, she looks so good.
Yeah.
And especially like those three women that work for Quan Chi, Robert. Oh man, like, whew.
And this was on TV, man. What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, TV early as hell in the morning, Robert. That's why I was saying, like, they put it on
like Saturday morning
time. It was like they had it on during the week. It was like during the week in the morning, Danny. Like the fans, the younger fans, they were at school, and then anyone that was older, they were either at college or at work. Nobody knew it was on.
That's because you're on the East Coast. I mean, the West Coast. I don't think it was that early on over here on the East Coast.
It might have been a few hours off, but it was still early enough to where it wasn't in the evening time when it's convenient for most people.
Yeah. Okay, Rob, let me ask you a question. What do you think about the new look of the Batmobile and all that good stuff?
Oh yeah, I haven't talked to you about that. I thought it looked fucking dope as fuck. I thought it looked dope as hell. I really did. Yeah. I was like, oh, this looks practical. I might be one of the people that don't like the Christopher Nolan Batmobile. To me, it was just a fucking tank. It wasn't a Batmobile.
You talking about in Justice League?
The Christian Bale one. The
Well,
Tumbler.
Robert, but Robert, you're right though. I mean, he did modify it from a tank. I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
What I
that's
like
all.
about it is it kind of reminds me of Inspector Gadget, because you remember how when the tumbler got blew up that he could able to make it something else, kind of like Inspector Gadget. I'm not like
Well, he had
not
that
Inspector
passion.
Gadget, but let's move with Jim Carrey and Sonic. Remember how Sonic, he was chasing Sonic, and then Sonic blew up one machine, then he made it into something smaller, and then Sonic blew that up. So
oh yeah, they definitely got that from Batman.
Yeah, they got that. But that motorcycle Batman had, that shit was nice. I don't know where the hell
Dark Knight, when he was gonna crash into the wall, and the way he maneuvered it to flip around, like everyone in that theater room, including me, we all cheered because it was just dope. Like how he landed, he was like, "Now you done fucked up."
Mm-hmm. But I think that's my least favorite Batmobile.
Oh,
What, the Tumbler? The new one.
The Tumbler.
Yeah, that's my least favorite too.
damn. Okay. I guess I should say this then. Out of all the
That's your
Batmobiles, I like them all almost the same. Like I don't really have one that I hate, honestly.
I don't hate any of them.
I don't like the one seat ones because I grew up watching Burt Ward and Adam West, and that to me that's the coolest one, the coolest looking one.
So you didn't like the Batman Forever, Batman and Robin.
The one seat Batmobile, I didn't care for that. But the one with Michael Keaton, well, I remember that chase.
That's my favorite one.
He's about to make that corner, and he used that grappling hook to keep him making that 90-degree angle. Man, that was hot, boy.
Oh, okay.
That was my favorite one.
If I got to pick a least favorite one, like I said, just bear in mind that I like them all like almost the same. But if I got to pick a least favorite one, I'm going to have to give it to the new one that's coming out, only off of the basis of I haven't seen it function yet. That may or may not change when I watch the movie. But if I'm just going off of what I know about the other ones, going off of appearance, then this newer one would be on the bottom of my list for the time being, even though I like it.
And having you said that, I think that this is going to be Batman Year One, because I don't see anywhere where guns could pop out. Not to say that they can't, but on the other ones, you can see how they pop out on the side and stuff. Because in Year One, he wasn't about killing. But as he progressed into becoming Batman, that's when he's like, hey, I said, but I had these guns and 50 cal and all this kind of stuff, and rocket launchers. I don't see all that based on what I'm just seeing on this car. It's kind of like on Gotham. If you remember, Alfred gave him that Mustang. He had certain different things he put on, like he made it run silent and all these different gadgets, but didn't have any guns on it that I saw.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair, Danny. But in Batman's defense, like let's just say there are guns and rocket launchers and stuff in that vehicle somewhere.
I don't have a problem with that. I'm just making it.
Right. I just wanted to say, like, just because he has it, like, you know, he's often used guns to blow out people's tires, to blow holes and stuff, so he can drive through it. You know.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with Batman. I heard people saying Batman's not a killer. He don't kill. I don't have. That's not realistic. I don't care if he does kill somebody. If it's a bad guy, Batman don't go around killing innocent people, or there's no collateral damage that I've ever seen. If he throws the batarang or the bat bomb or whatever, it's at the person that needs to get smoked.
Right. I like he can like in Batman v Superman when he was killing them. I'm like, that reminded me of when his first comic book started, like the first 30, and even in the first issue, this dude literally tossed the dude off a building and killed him. Like he killed 2 people in that one. But like, what I don't want is, I don't want it to be to the point like where you know, the audience is afraid of Batman because he's so murderous. I don't want that. You know what I mean? Like kids be like, oh God, like why is he killing people? I don't want it to be the guy in the corner that's like robbing a liquor store and then Batman jumps down and he's all big as fuck and he's Batman, and then the guy's like, please, please, and then he just snaps his neck. Like, I don't want him to do it like that, but
Yeah.
you know, other than that,
You don't want him to say like a turd.
oh my god, like if
I know it get wrong.
I don't know why, but if I hear Batman say that, like for some reason, to me that's more terrifying than Venom, because it's like Batman says specific things, and like I wouldn't know how to process that before I, you know, get messed up.
I hope they show in this movie what he actually tells somebody, because I remember in Batman v Superman, that guy was getting his ass whipped in that fight scene, and he reached over and told him something, and the next thing you know, about 6 punches later, the other guy is knocked the hell out. So I don't know what the hell did he tell him to motivate his ass, and then people be like Superman are trying to do something and don't get the results, and Batman are going there, and next thing you know, Sucker singing like a baby. So I want to know what the hell is his damn interrogation techniques. I need some of that shit.
See, now that's a good point, because in the comics, like he does a lot of talking, and it's always very Batman-esque. It operates through fear for him to get his information, and then at that point, he might knock you out, might break a leg or something. So, you know, the audience will need to hear Batman speak in a way that, to where with these other films, they'll say a couple of words, or you don't really get to hear the criminal speak, and Batman doesn't talk long enough for you to say that this is a full-blown conversation. I mean, I got a little bit of that in Batman Begins when he was kind of starting, when he had that criminal off the roof and he was asking him a couple of questions, but it was really brief though, you know.
Yeah,
so
you got that with the Joker too, but Joker's like, you can't break me, you know. But he's whipping the Joker ass there for a few seconds.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, gentlemen. I think we're gonna wrap it up unless you guys want to hit on something else, because that daylight savings time fucked me up yesterday.
But Robert, you sure you don't want to go for like another 10 hours with it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If I have to, because don't forget, I got to get up and do a video for tomorrow. I am tired.
I will find a way to get you 1 million super chats. That way you can stay on for 10 hours.
I need to try that one day. Whenever I get time, I need to do like a
marathon stream.
Live stream. Yeah.
No, yeah. I ain't down with that.
Danny, what you mean you're not down with that?
Yeah, we did 3 hours a day, man. That's all I'm gonna give you. 3 hours.
But Danny, think about this. Like, think about the good that it can do in the world if we talk for 10 hours.
Bro,
like,
you are wasting your breath now, bro.
Life is too short to be wasting 10 hours on
I'm
YouTube.
giving you 180 minutes. That's it.
You motherfuckers that 24-hour stream, y'all fucking crazy, man.
Hey, that would be amazing. Like the stuff I can say in 24 hours.
You'd have to break it up into different legs. That's one. Man, give me like a 2-hour leg and let me get some sleep and then come back and do another 2 hours. But 24 straight, hell no.
Okay, fine. You're right. 24 hours is ridiculous. Like in real talk, 23 is more reasonable. That's way more reasonable.
I hear you.
1 hour. All right, gentlemen. It was a pleasure having you guys on here. Terrence, always a pleasure. Danny, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for inviting me, bro. Appreciate it.
Yep.
So I will catch you guys later. Hopefully we hit some news, man, because news has been slow for the past 2 weeks. So
yes.
But yeah, Robert, feel free, man. Like if you want to text me something or you want to ask me something, like you're welcome to it, man.
Yeah, Danny sent me your number. I got to go in and save it. I haven't saved it yet. But Danny, when we get off here, text me his number again, and I'll go ahead and add it in here before I go to sleep.
Yes, sir. Not a problem.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. And once again, thank you guys. I'm tired. I'm kind of just a zombie right now. So later, guys.
All right. See you guys.
Later.